Hello everybody, this is Shane Lee again. This time I want to talk more about Mary and the angel Gabriel and the role he played in announcing that she would bear a son. Now, any angel, singularly, is the Son of God. Jesus is more than a Son of God. In Hebrews chapter 1 verse 5, well, let's start at verse 3. Who being the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person, and upholding all things by the word of his power, when he had by himself purged our sins, sat down on the right hand of the Majesty on high, being made so much better than the angels, as he hath by inheritance obtained a more excellent name than that. For unto which of the angels said he at any time, Thou art my Son, this day I have begotten thee? And again, I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son. And again, when he bringeth in the first begotten into the world, he saith, And let all the angels of God worship him. And of the angels he saith, Who makes his angels spirits, and his ministers a flame of fire. But unto the Son he saith, Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom. Thou hast loved righteousness and hated iniquity. Therefore God, even thy God, hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows. And thou, Lord, in the beginning hast laid the foundations of the earth, and the heavens are the works of thine hand. They shall perish, but thou remainest, and they all shall wax old as doth a garment. And as a vesture shalt thou fold them up, and they shall be changed, but thou art the same, and thy years shall not fail. But to which of the angels said he at any time, Sit on my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstools? Are they not all ministering spirits, sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? So angels are sons of God too, but there's only one only begotten of the Father. Turn to John chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was the life, and the life was the light of men. Now go down to verse 14. And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. And we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Now, Jesus is the only begotten Son of the Father. All the angels are the offspring of the Son. Now turn to Genesis chapter 1, verse 11. And God said, Let the earth bring forth grass, and herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself, upon the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself, after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. Now on the third day, God made the trees. Well, the thing about trees is they need CO2 and put out oxygen. So not only did God make the trees, God and the angels came to the earth. The angels are the hidden trees in Eden. Now what Jesus did was he assumed human form, divided himself as he did with Adam, and reproduced and filled the earth. In Genesis 1:28, we read, And God blessed them, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the waters. Now the word replenish means that there was a population in the earth before Adam and Eve. And that was from the angels. The angels were made human and dwelt on the earth during the third, fourth, and fifth day. And in the fourth day, they all went back into heaven, and God created the other animals on the fifth day. Now in Genesis chapter 9, verse 1, we read, And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth. Now again, this is the same thing he said to Adam and Eve. Now there was a population in the earth before the flood. That means there was a population in the earth before God made Adam and Eve. That means the angels assumed human form and came to the earth. That's the first thing you need to understand.